Intergender in Colorado, the man off the place. All Killer 33 coming from the St. Louis sleeper cell. Got Christian Rose in the long black and white trunks going up against Alex Castle in the blue tights. The black single top. Those who've been uninitiated. We've seen multiple appearances out of both of these guys. The past couple of years for Beyond Wrestling. Making sporadic appearances at live events, including Double Trouble. Join us for some of the clinics. Ladies like back at your car, bro, but right here, the St. Louis Dynamo Pro Wrestling Academy. Michael Elgin is known to teach a class from time to time. You see these two athletes that are very familiar with one another are capable. Alex Castle, perhaps most well known for his tag team efforts alongside Matt Gage in the Kentucky Buffet. Matt Gage has certainly seen his fair share of success as a singles competitor over the past year or so. I'm sure that Alex Castle would like to embark on a similar journey. And Christian Rose is just a very methodical, calculating, cold, heartless individual. Absolutely no remorse for his opponents. Anything that he can do, even if it means crossing the line, potentially injuring them to pick up the victory, nothing is out of bounds for Christian Rose. Typically, you see a feeling out process like this with unfamiliar opponents, but I think what we're seeing right here is two competitors that know each other so well. Neither wants to be put in the position to make that first big mistake. There we see Christian Rose just grinding the face of Alex Castle into the canvas. Perhaps an unfair advantage as Castle tries to fight back up to a vertical base. Still though, Rose controlling the head. Gets sent into the corner, up and over, avoiding contact. Trying to come off the ropes, but Castle charging right in with that forearm. Size him up once again. Rose sidesteps him, looking for that O'Connor roll, instead gets shrugged off. Moment of hesitation. This is Alex Castle's opportunity to capitalize. Reversal of the whip. Bit of misdirection out of Rose. Now sweeping off the legs, get them stacked up. Couldn't put Castle away. And that schoolboy did not have the leverage that he needed to make that work. Avoiding contact on the strike slope. Both went for the kick at the same time, and both are paying for it. I think Alex Castle and Christian Rose realizing, well, maybe rushing in isn't the best way to approach this right now. Again, as both competitors know each other so well, going tit for tat, evenly matched. Surprised to see Castle keeping up the pace with Rose. Then again, Rose, honestly, he's not known for his speed or agility. It's typically his cunning and his wit. Tries to outsmart his opponent. I'm not sure if somebody like Alex Castle that has seen many of Rose's tricks in play is going to fall for him. Jello Wrestling getting a bigger pop than Beyond Wrestling. Thanks a lot. Rose lured him in right there. A much more straightforward approach to sears the elbows and the boots in the corner. Rose now mocking some of the other wrestlers on ringside. I think another good way to describe Christian Rose is he's a bit of a loner. Certainly off kilter. A bit of a fake out right there. Caught in the jaw with that jab from Alex Castle. Bottom of the midsection hard. Might have knocked the wind out of him. Castle for boot again. Rose got that leg captured. Oh, just driving him down on the knee. Tell you what, it does not take much to shatter a kneecap. That's typically why you see wrestlers wearing pads on the knees. You gotta think that now that Christian Rose has found his opening, he's gonna be looking to exploit that weakness. Just driving Alex Castle down on that left knee. You shatter a kneecap, you are done. There is no competing. Just hanging him up on the rope. Now attacking the leg from the opposite angle. And even if you don't shatter the kneecap, guess what? There's a lot that can go wrong. A lot of delicate ligaments and tendons. The functionality of the human knee is a lot more complicated than moving back and forth, believe you me. Hung up in the ropes. Rebounded off, just tumbling awkwardly to the mat. Christian Rose proud of his handiwork. I don't know how effective that was. One. Only good for a 1 count. Now Christian Rose trying to tie up those legs. This is a bit of a unique submission. Hooking his leg outside of Castle's and now rolling him in position and pulling away. One well-placed punch on a Castle, though, stopped that submission. Unfortunately, the damage done to his leg, he couldn't get back up to his feet to defend himself. Trying to push Rose away. Just trying to work through the pain right now. Oh, just an axe kick coming down on the knee. Again, targeting that kneecap. Typically, when you work on the knee, you can do damage to the mobility, the way that the knee and the leg in general move side to side. All these attacks have been straight to the kneecap for the most part.
2, 3.
Now we see doing some damage to the side to side. Leg hung up on the rope. That kneecap, excuse me, slides out of place. I think the referee's going to have to call this one. Once again, hooking up the leg. He's going to use his body's weight to again bend that knee in a direction that is naturally designed to bend. Very cerebral competitor is Christian Rose. Keeping his eyes on all the other wrestlers ringside throughout this contest, hopefully not taking his attention away. Alex Castle calling for the Ride the Lightning. Instead, Castle just bringing him over with that backbreaker. Having to plant his own knee in the canvas to do so. Barely even a 1 count. Not in any position to get a good cover. As soon as he gets back up to his feet, legs swept out. Enough leg strength. And that's the opening that he needed to create for himself. Send his opponent down to the floor. He's going to try and shake some life back into that leg, though. Charged in with that strike. Rose got his hand up, though. Take a look at that Hangman DDT, though. Rose was looking for the shoulder block, got met with a kick to the face. Can Castle capitalize? Still only a 2 count. Castle trying to feed off the energy. All the other wrestlers here at the Dynamo Pro building. Ooh! Look at the extension on that kick. Sidesteps him, and able to sweep the legs out from underneath him. Not too often you see an opponent get caught up with that drop down, but Rose got tripped up right there. Now he's rushing in, making mistakes. Starting to get thrown off his game plan. I don't know how smart of a strategy this is, elevating himself up to the second rope. Driving Rose face first into the good knee. Again, having to drive the bad knee into the canvas in order to connect with that. Rose keeps fighting back, and every time he charges in, he gets leveled. You heard the impact on that clothesline. Can he get in a position for the pin? 1, 2. Couldn't put him away. Both of these guys are spent. Coming up on the 10-minute mark. Just strike with these elbows. Let's get the ripcord. Oh, caught him with the knee. It's a wonder he's even still able to stand. Stumbling around. And Christian Rose too close to the ropes. Again, the cunning of Christian Rose proved to be resourceful, able to get his foot over to the rope. Might have been knocked out. Still had the instinct to get that foot on the bottom rope. The match will continue. How much longer? Kick the knee right again, directly on the kneecap. Spinning kick to the head, then directly to the face. Now trying to hoist him up, and down with the Falcon Arrow. The impact into the pin, the weakened leg is hooked. Alex Castle kicked out of the Falcon Arrow. Now the Boston Crab. Immediately giving it up. As Christian Rose picking up the submission victory.
Hope you choke on Birdseed, big man.
Well, this is a bit of a mismatch.
I want to take this as an opportunity to talk about what is a growing problem in this company. And I'm talking to you, Drew.
What, me?
I'm talking to you. This right here is what happens when you book on paper instead of actually booking, okay? This right here, you see two giants, and so you just feel like you just have to put them in a match together? That is beyond lazy, all right?
I don't even put the matches together.
We're gonna show them that two big men actually can wrestle. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it.
Jojo Bravo fancies himself a samurai sumo wrestler and apparently a giant. I mean, Jake Dirden is legitimately almost 7 feet tall. Jojo Bravo is lucky if he's 5. But he's a plucky wrestler. He's certainly gotten this far. Relocating from Texas. Now having to face one of the baddest men in the Midwest. Trying to do damage to the wrist.
No, hey! That's not the way you do it. This is Beyond Wrestling! Okay, one more time. Come on, do it! Come on!
Jojo Bravo, his antics. Absolutely no luck to the humorless Jake Dirden. But look at that, a man his size showing great agility. Also showing great indentations of his teeth on his opponent's skull. Jojo coming with the rapid fire kick. Pretty much just wiped away from the screen with one kick. Jojo trying to throw Dirden off his strategy. Very serious, concentrated individual. Oh, man. Hard into that buckle. Jojo thought he was getting sent for the ride across the ring. Instead, back in the initial corner.
2, 3.
Referee telling him to bring him out of the corner. Throwing him overhead and back down with that peel. That can't feel good. Jojo Bravo looking for that lariat. Instead, just met with a shot to the chest, taking him down once again. Bravo's going to rethink his strategy. Coming full force at Dirden is doing him no good. On the midsection, I don't even think he's going to be able to sunset flip over him. It looked like Dirden was going to try and chokeslam him to the floor. Bravo able to get himself back in the ring. Finds a counter for that one-hand choke slam. Come on, man! Instead, just sent hard into the buckle. He was going to be able to connect with that. Are you kidding me? Never mind the height difference. But it looked like Dirden going to attack Bravo. Almost did himself in right there. Now with the assistance of the referee trying to balance himself. Caught him on the flying crossbody. No. Plucked out of midair. Like catching a baseball. Now going after the face, though. Trying to blind Jake Dirden. And Bravo hit him with a chair. And now trying to blame some of the other wrestlers here. Who's going to fess up to that? You see the hooligans. Jordynne Grace. Ricky Starks, other wrestlers in attendance. Ricky Starks taking the brunt of that. As is one of the cutters and Jojo Bravo out of nowhere. Might have caught Dirden a little bit low. That might not have been an advantage point of the official. Now a chair shot to the midsection. Jojo Bravo saying that this is beyond wrestling, it's beyond rules. Referee giving these guys a lot of leeway. Bravo taking a breather. He's getting goozled. He's not going to be able to breathe at all. Spoke too soon, though. Caught him with the Mongolian chop. And the double stomp. I think that Dirden got caught throat first on the top of the chair. Jojo Bravo, another chair in the ring. And now he wants the official to enforce the rules. I see how it is. Dirden's back up to his feet. Gonna take every bit of the 10 count. Jojo rolling it back into the ring. 1. Putting the boots on him. Hey, this is a smart strategy. A lot of times you see a wrestler will try and bring their opponent back up to their feet, depending on the offensive maneuver they have in mind. He's got his opponent down, taking to him. Diving in with a shoulder block. Jojo just playing possum. Dirden's still on his feet, although backed into the corner. Look at the leg strength, sending his opponent halfway across the ring with 1 foot. Tripped him up. Jojo Bravo must have been watching the last match. And now just trying to put the big man to sleep. Trying to get that sleeper hold up line. I'm not even sure that he can clasp his hands to get it locked in. Cut off the flow of blood to the brain. And instead, awkwardly landing in the corner. Both of these competitors, Bravo coming out on top of that exchange. Now he's biting Dirden in the head. Springboard, kicking him in the lower back. Diving in, and with one hand caught him. That crossbody didn't work on the floor. Not going to work from this vantage point either. Oh, man. Overhead, back down to the canvas. One of the damnedest fall-away slams I think I've ever seen in my life. And as Dirden starts to shake the cobwebs, I think he's got one thing on his mind, an Asiatic spike. But this is what I was saying, though. He already had his opponent down. He's got tunnel vision. This could come back to haunt him. Jojo out of the way in between the legs and backwards with the sleeper hold. Got his arm applying pressure to the carotid artery, and he put him down. Down to a knee. Dirden seems to be fading here. Or just growing angrier. That could work too. He's trying to dump Jojo Bravo over the top rope to the floor. Jojo instead voluntarily bringing himself to the apron. Another shot to the throat. Really bending the rules here. This time, finally using his body's weight to take him down. Repeated attempts with a bonsai drop. And instead of going for the pin, he's not going to be able to hit the samurai driver on an opponent the size of Jake Dirden. He also doesn't need to explain how important the move is. He should just be looking to hit it.
And tonight, hold on, let me finish. And tonight, I am going to take this poor man's head, and I want to let you know, and you, Drew, that the blood is on your hands.
Bravo credit, man. Whatever he's doing is certainly throwing Dirden off his game. I don't know if he's going to be able to hit the Samurai Driver. A similar move to the Key Crusher. Oh! With the arm hook. Oh, and across the knee. Sitting him down on the mat. I think the officials called this one. Bravo's out. A valiant effort from Bravo's antics looked like he could have had Dirden thrown off his game once or twice. Jordynne Grace, we already saw how tough she was against the hooligans, but another mismatch. Who's putting these cards together? Going against Alexander Rudolph. And this is almost as much of a mismatch as we saw with Bravo and Dirden. I think the difference being that Grace is going to take a much more straightforward approach instead of trying to throw Rudolph off his game with some silly antics. We've already seen just how tough she is. Very agile as well, able to transition into a stunner. Now trying to wrap the legs around the head, taking Rudolph down with that head scissors. Gonna use leverage to her advantage as best as she can. Now coming up with that flying head scissors. Multiple rotations. And Rudolph once again taking over. That's a big guy to take down. Anything you can do to utilize leverage. The knees in the corner up against the ropes. Jordynne Grace with a flurry of offense. And a kick to the head. Now connected to the back of the head once again. Rudolph staggered. Putting on the brakes, blocking that kick. Got the leg hooked. Oh! Just a blue thunder bomb, not even sitting out with it. And Grace goes kersplat. Rudolph weathering the initial storm from Jordynne Grace. Rolling her over. 1, 2. Only a 2 count though. She's still in it. You know just how tough Heidi Lovelace is. I think that Jordynne Grace honestly should be thrown in the same category. There's some tough women coming out of the Midwest. Now Rudolph stalking his opponent into the corner. He's going to be looking for an Irish whip. Grace into the corner. He's looking for a cross body. Rudolph punch her out of midair. Just driving her down with that Uranagi. Another hard slam to the canvas. 1, 2. Still only good for 2. Now some of the other wrestlers giving Rudolph a hard time, saying that Grace is tougher than him. That remains to be seen as this match continues. By the throat. Oh man! What an awkward landing for Grace. Just slammed the back of her head on the mat. And just a display of unmitigated strength out of Alexander Rudolph. Better by the head once again. He's taking too much time right here. He telegraphed that. She slips underneath and turns him inside out with a German suplex. Lowers her center of gravity, able to get under Rudolph. 1, 2. Just a second away from being victorious here today. The St. Louis Sleeper Cell. All Killer 33. Rudolph shrugging off the impact of that German suplex. It's going to be hard to keep an opponent his size down. Just eating the kick and responding with a headbutt. And Rudolph looking to finish things right here. The chokeslam suplex. Grace turned inside out. The full rotation. That is his signature maneuver. 2, 3. Jordynne Grace, thanks for coming. Main event time here, All Killer 33. We've got Ricky Starks going up against Bolt Brady. We saw Bolt Brady teaming with Jojo Bravo at the first St. Louis Sleeper Cell. That team didn't really work out. They faced in singles action, and now Brady, looking to continue his progress here at Beyond Wrestling as a singles competitor, he's going to have to get through Ricky Starks. And, I don't know, I should probably be unbiased, but I don't really like Ricky Starks. I think he's kind of a dick. I think he's got a bad attitude. I've seen a lot of guys over the past 5 years come through Beyond Wrestling. Same attitude as Ricky Starks. Haven't really gotten too far, so let's see what happens right here. Going up against Bolt Brady, certainly a favorite among the other wrestlers. You've heard some of the wrestlers giving Ricky Starks a bit of trouble for slimming down. Not in the same shape that he once was, but I think that he's traded some muscle mass instead for quickness and speed. Bolt Brady, a very impressive physique. He's also a very quick athlete. I think somebody's going to get these resistance bands off the neck of Ricky Starks. We could have an unintentional, inadvertent, very dangerous situation with that wrapped around his neck. Bolt Brady not looking to exploit that, and Starks trying to remove it. That might have been enough of a distraction to reverse the hold. Now hopefully the referee getting those resistant bands out of the ring. Bolt Brady and Ricky Starks a bit of a feeling out process to start things off. Bolt Brady likes to utilize those double knee strikes. Kicks out the legs from Ricky Starks, goes right into lateral press. Keeping his opponent grounded. Bolt Brady, quite the specimen. Very gifted athlete. Coming all the way up from Texas to try and apply his craft, trying to expand his horizons here in the Midwest. Opportunity to compete for the Beyond Wrestling St. Louis Sleeper Cell. And we see some of that speed and agility on display. Right back up to his feet and pulling Ricky Starks down with that arm drag. Starks looking to charge in. Bolt Brady, a bit of misdirection. Crisscrossing, trying to trip him up. Starks up and over, putting contact on the leapfrog. Starks throws through the legs. Pass by right there and take it down with that Japanese arm drag. But now it's Brady getting taken down with a more traditional style arm drag. Able to trip up Ricky Starks right there, trying to grab him by the head. Send him off the ropes once again. Going for the hip toss, no. Instead, both men looking for shots to the abdomen. Looked like Brady was able to connect the hardest. Now sweeping out the leg of Starks once again and going into the lateral press. Starks responding in kind. Brady shrugs him off. And it looked like Starks was looking at the back fist. Brady got the knee up. I see, this is what I'm talking about, Ricky Starks. No respect for his opponent. Basically just turned his back to him. A back and forth exchange. I mean, I think that he at least deserves to show his opponent the respect. Go toe-to-toe with him. Starks running his mouth. Brady just trying to laugh it off, but you got to think that's going to be getting under his skin. Starks almost looks a little bit disappointed that Brady is able to keep up with him. Got to be careful not to let the other wrestlers on ringside get into his head a little bit too much. That short arm into a body slam. I don't think that Starks' head is in this one. Him charging in, take it down again with a hip toss. Very slow to get back up to his feet. Just like that, able to grab a hold of the arm. Multiple shots to Bolt Brady. Now kicking him in the face, Brady goes down. I don't know what he's doing right here. He should have gone for a pin, setting up instead. I don't know. He wants all the other wrestlers to cheer for him. He hasn't done anything to really warm himself up to them. He just caught Brady with a glancing blow again. Looking to taunt his opponent instead of getting a victory. Was looking for the double stomp, didn't get it. Brady able to move out of the way! But he might have just lured Brady into his trap. Brady was retreating to the corner, perhaps on instinct alone. Just got kicked in the back of the head. And now Starks a little bit more animated. Trying to throw it right back into the face of the other wrestlers here. Talk about in the face. How about a knee right to the face of Bolt Brady? Grabbed by the head. And picture perfect execution on that bulldog. Starks, though, not in any hurry to get into a pin. I really have to question the strategy. And there he had an opportunity to attack his opponent and instead taking a shortcut, going right to the eyes. The official giving him a warning. You looking as thickly muscled as Bolt Brady is, as great shape as he is in, unfortunately his eyes are still vulnerable to attack. Brady trying to fight back.
Those forearms, though.
Starks trying to ask for some separation. Caught him right in the shoulder with that kick. Starks now with that snapmare, positioning Brady away from the ropes. And again, he had another opportunity to attack his opponent from a vulnerable position, and instead, looking to just bend the rules and further frustrate Brady. I don't think that this is the best strategy. Sends him across the ring, Brady up and over, able to roll out of position all the way across the ring, and Starks came charging him in with that crossbody. Only keep him down for 2. Brady looking at his opponent, now looking at the ropes, trying to build momentum. This is with the clothesline, and taken down hard by Starks. Starks again taunting the other wrestlers and not going for a pin.
I don't even know. It's like a bunch of pop.
Very casually going into that cover. Not in any rush to finish this one. Starks continuing to send a message to the other wrestlers here, his peers. Potential contacts that could be opening doors for him around the country. Starks sent Brady to the floor. Is he going to be looking to dive? Up to the second rope, now the third. Nah, just back in the ring. More hot dogging out of Ricky Starks. Now he's got his opponent by the mohawk, once again bending the rules to bring it back into the ring. Sized him up to catch him with a knee. Brady caught up awkwardly on the ropes, now in the ring. Again, very lackadaisical cover. Didn't even bother to hook the leg, didn't bother to pull his opponent away from the ropes. It's almost as if Ricky Starks couldn't even be bothered with this match. Tell you what, nobody is forced to come out to Beyond Wrestling. This is for the wrestlers, by the wrestlers. Anybody that can make the most of this platform is bound to find national exposure. Brady turning the tables right there with that vertical suplex. And Starks just shrugging it off. And again, just acting ridiculous. This guy's a fool. Now looking to send Brady for the ride. Reversal of the Irish whip. Starks looking for a flying head scissors. Instead, able to convert it to an inside cradle. And another kick to the head. Brady has just had his brain rocked a little too many times. I'll give Starks credit. He certainly slowed down Brady. Trying to get his arms tied up in the ropes. Just caught him in the throat. The official coming over to take a closer look. And again, had a clear as day shot at his opponent's chest, but instead going for the throat, and again, claw in the back. Starks running around the ring before connecting with the kick. This time, another glancing blow with the boot. Got Brady in a position in the center of the ring. And caught him with the axe kick between the shoulder blades. Now finally hooking the leg, but not nearly enough coverage across the chest with the lateral press. I don't get it. What is the purpose of this? What is this guy trying to prove? He doesn't want to be here. He didn't have to come. Starks, I don't know. That kick, I mean, obviously Brady giving it everything he's got. I don't know why Starks would want to continue to toy with his opponent, especially since any time that Brady has had an opening, he's done his best to capitalize. Now with the European uppercut. 2 punches to the gut. Now a shot to the chest. Starks continuing to have fun. Completely clowned Bolt Brady right here as Ricky Starks misses the clothesline. Brady swings him around and finally uncorking that back elbow. Avoid contact once again, and now the flying clothesline. Is this the momentum that Brady's been looking to build all match? There we see the signature double knees taking Starks inside out. Catching him with that lung blower. And now going for the pin. 1, 2. think Ricky Starks got his far shoulder up. Hard to tell from my vantage point. I think Brady was just as surprised. Picking him up once again. Starks landed on his feet. Brady landed on his feet. Another kick to the face. And now another shot to the midsection. That time catching him with the Faymaster. The leg drop across the head, the base of the neck. Brady able to shift his body's momentum. Throws opponent off. This match will continue. Starks now. Finally looking to connect off the top rope. Continuing a jaw jack. The wrestlers are on ringside. Now is he looking for one of whatever he was looking for, Brady out of the way. Gonna catch him with the knees. That time he did. Caught him with the backstabber right in the corner. If at first you don't succeed, try again. That time with the running knee attack, and now rolling him up. Starks kicks out. Brady sent face first into the second buckle. A knee to the midsection. And now looking to butterfly those arms. Taking him down with the Angel's Wings. That's it. 1, 2, 3. A very unusual performance to conclude things here. All Killer 33.